Good evening and aloha. This Saturday's Democratic primary will decide our next United States Senator. Your choice in that election is crucial to the future of our Hawaii and our country. You need the facts, not the political spin on where the candidates stand. Congressman Ed Case wants you to get those facts face to face from him, not from someone else. That's why he's held almost 200 Talk Story meetings throughout Hawaii, and why he's promised to keep reaching out to us as our senator. That's also why Ed's invited you to join us tonight to talk story on the issues. Please listen in, then make up your own mind, and be sure to vote the purple ballot on Saturday.
Ed, Dan Akaka wants to pull out of Iraq, and he has accused you of basically supporting the Bush policy of stay the course. Can you clarify that for us?
Sure. Well, first of all, I believe very strongly that Iraq cannot be about partisan politics. We all have to decide what the right course of action is in Iraq and then go out and do that. You know, Iraq has been, is, and will continue to be a very difficult, very complex, and incredibly tragic engagement. We all mourn the loss of our own citizens there, and we all mourn the loss of the lives of so many innocent citizens of Iraq and others around the world. The problem that we've got in Iraq is going forward. How do we, in fact, get out of Iraq in the right way? Because Senator Akaka and I don't disagree that we should not have a permanent presence in Iraq. We don't disagree that we should disengage. We do disagree on how to disengage from Iraq. Senator Akaka's approach is an immediate, unconditional, unilateral, timetable-specific withdrawal. I do not believe that that is the wise thing to do. We have to care about the outcome of Iraq. We do not want Iraq to go into a full-scale civil war. This is both about Iraq and also the surrounding countries in that region. We have Iran, which is a huge and growing problem for us. We have Syria on the other side of Iraq. We do have international terrorism in Iraq today. We have to worry about the outcome of Iraq. If we do not have the right outcome of Iraq, we can easily end up with a situation that is far worse than had we never gone into Iraq to start with. What are our specific goals in Iraq? We want a government that can govern in Iraq and a police and military that can secure Iraq. Those will give Iraq a good chance at the security and stability that we and they want. But for us to simply say, let's pull out and bring people home, it's obviously an emotional reaction, and who doesn't want to bring our troops home and out of harm's way? But that doesn't mean it's the right thing to do.
Ed, I'm Helen Nakano, and I'm very concerned about Hawaii's environment, and especially about our polluted streams and our dirty coastal waters. If elected, what can you do about cleaning up our waters?
Well, first of all, we've had a whole series of great environmental laws that we've all enacted over the last 30 years. The Clean Air Act, the Clean Water Act, the Marine Mammal Protection Act, the Endangered Species Act. These were all landmark environmental laws that were designed to protect our environment. And the first and foremost thing we have to do is to maintain those laws, because the current administration wants to reverse or water down many of those laws. And if we lose those laws, we will lose the ability to be able to protect our environment. We also have to fund those laws, because, you know, it's not just having the laws on the books, it's also having the money available to fund the enforcement in those laws, and we've got to do that. In the bigger picture, though, the environment is one of my top priorities. I believe that our environment needs our help. I believe that without our active actions on behalf of our environment, we will increasingly and in a faster rate lose our environment. And I also believe that we can't compromise on our environment. There are certain things you simply can't compromise on. Senator Akaka and I disagree on the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge. I don't think we should compromise on ANWR. Senator Akaka wants to log in the Tongass National Forest. I don't believe we should be logging in national forests. We disagreed on full protection for the northwestern Hawaiian Islands to protect our oceans. I wanted full protection. He disagreed that that was the direction to go in. We have to worry about our environment. We have to worry about protecting our environment going forward. This is going to remain one of my top priorities in our U.S. Congress.